Falcon. Okay. Alright. Dear Monsieur Falcon, I am writing to you today because my daughter, Dame Caterline? Name is Caterlin. If it's supposed to be French, then it's Caterline, right? You don't pronounce the T unless there's an E after it. Does that apply to N's? Has been arrested for a crime she did not commit. She's being held at La Conciergerie prison on the charge of murder, no less. Her trial is in 3 days' time. I would be greatly in your debt if you would offer her your legal aid. This is just like the plot to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, the very first case. Well, really any of the first cases. Yours sincerely, Senor Pertois Demior of the Demior estate. Oh my god. Well, this is quite... French is a BS language. Fight me. Okay. I know your first ear is quiet and once. Now, does that... The Demior estate is well known for its exuberant... What? If these words are going to be appearing this, like, non-stop, I'm going to have to look up how to pronounce some of these. If we cannot do much for Dame Catalan, his lordship would still reward us handsomely for our efforts. Wow! So I suppose you intend on defending Dame Catalan in court. Oh, can I just say nope? Of course. Of course, it'd be foolish to let such a good opportunity slip through our feathers. I really hope we have, like... I hope it's the same setup as Phoenix Wright. The way the court hearings and all that shit go. Grab your coat, Sparrow Son. We're going to find our kitty client at La Conciergerie. Excellent, my derriere was getting tired from all this sitting around. Oh, but I better file away Senor Demior's letter first. One moment, Falcon. Pertois' letter has been added to your evidence folder. It says that... I nearly forgot my wallet. I wouldn't want to lose that. Again, I recall you losing it at New Year's party and at Christmas. Oh, yes, alright. No need to make a list. Falcon has picked up his wallet. You may see how much money he's... Oh, gonna be buying stuff? Let's make a move. Oh my god. Welcome to the map screen. From here, you can travel to a listed area on the location or near the location. Areas marked with clock symbol take a whole day to visit. Oh my god. Areas with no symbol. Is this a dating sim? Okay. For centuries, the infamous conciergerie prison has detailed the accused. Okay, this must be where we work. So we're gonna go to the prison. Prison that's just like in the middle of a town, that feels a little... I don't know. Feels like an odd layout. Why would you put a prison in the middle of a town? It's like on an island, but still. You'd put it on an island that's like in the middle of nowhere. Falcon Sparrow Son. Step into the stone-cold foyer of the conciergerie prison. Solemn-faced guards and visitors linger beneath the medieval archways. Conciergerie, they say, is the finest prison in the world of France. The outer walls are impenetrable, the cells are spotless, the guards are well-mannered. Ah, Quark! What do you want? Good day, monsieur. I am here to see Dame Catelyn Demio. I am due to represent her in court. Should I give him like a Cockney accent? Hold up, let me move this a little bit. Oh, you're a lawyer, huh? Fine, fine, follow me. Well, what you waiting for? Come on. Oh? Oh, this is a cat. I thought someone was like carrying the cat around. They're just, yeah. Sigh. My papa hasn't forgotten about me, has he? Dame Callan Demio, I presume. You've arrived, the fantastic lawyer, Monsieur Falcon, and his petite assistant, Sparrowson. Oh, is it supposed to be like Watson? So it's Sparrowson. Okay, not Sparrowson. My lady is knowledgeable. Don't. Yeah, you tell him, Falcon. Don't talk like that, Sparrowson. You're not a word I can say, but not gonna risk. Sorry. My papa told me that he would only hire the best lawyers in town. I'm flattered. But they weren't available at such short notice, so he hired the first people in the address directory. Also like Phoenix, right? Oh. You see, Falcon, I told you listing under Aviary Attorney. Oh my god, it's both AA. A's Attorney, Aviary Attorney. Would pay off. Let's get down to business. Dame Catalan, could you fill us in on some details? Your father's letter was a little brief. I can do my best. What is it you wanted to know? What happened on the night of the murder? Oh, let me think. It was Friday evening. Me and Papa had arrived at the Chateau Crinière, home of the great Baron Rourgel. My papa spent all evening talking with Monsieur Grenouille and the Baron about business stuff. Business stuff. Well, the three of them own a railway company together. So after dinner, they were talking about company shares and investments, but I don't really understand most of it. But after dinner, this man with a camera took her photograph. That was a lot more fun. I'm calling it now, the killer is the cameraman. Sorry, man. Wait, sorry? Man with a what? Took your what? That. Oh, is that like one of those brown box cameras? A tiny bug sits in a box with a tiny paintbrush and paints your picture very fast. Pretty accurate. In 10 minutes, poof, you have a perfect picture. Wow! Technology is amazing. I don't think the lady's explanation is right, Sparrowson. Pshaw, let me believe. So the camera sounds like a very special device. I'll make note of it. Camera has been added to the evidence folder. Camera is probably going to be the thing that solves the whole case a bit. Please continue, Dame Caterline. So after we had the photograph, I went into the gardens to get some air, and that's when I found the body of Monsieur Grenouille. He was all ripped open. Housemaid saw him standing over the foggy Monsieur and called for help, and then the police arrived. Before I could say anything, I ended up here. It was such a blur. It must have been terrifying. That wasn't too bad. My papa taught me how to be a brave cat. Was there something else you want to ask, Monsieur Falcon? Who's there? Carolyn, who attended the banquet that evening. Well, it was me and Papa and my dearest mama couldn't make it. It was Baron Rourgel who hosted the dinner, and his housemaid Coraline, I think she was called. Of course, it was Monsieur Grenouille. Well, until, you know, he died. It was Monsieur Robito de Robinino. Robinino, the man with the camera, but he was only there for a little while. I think that was all. Was there anything else you want to ask? Did you see any suspicious shit? Dame Carolyn, did you see anything suspicious that evening? Suspicious? Like, maybe a guy lurking in the shadows, or a bloodied murder weapon? Monsieur Falcon, I do believe you are looking for an easy answer. You got me. I did not see anything, I'm afraid. The evening was very normal. The food was delicious. The conversation was boring. It was all very ordinary until the incident. I see. Wait, Falcon, you missed something of huge importance. But what? Kim Caroline said the food was delicious. Well, you didn't say what the food was! Oh my god. This game's great already. True. You and your damn stomach. Let me see. We had poached red herring. Oh, a red herring. So, Unless they're taking the piss out of all this, this is just pointless talking about the food because a literal red herring. Go on. Then a marbled steak served. Perfect. Bloody rare. Glorious! Falcon, write this down. What can possibly be relevant to the case? Write it all down, please, for me. Fine, fine. Red herring has been added to your evidence folder. Bloody rare steak has been added to your evidence folder. Sparrowson, remind me not to let you talk to clients on an empty stomach. Come to think of it, I did find it a little strange that we weren't given any cutlery. No cutlery. Even for steak? Nope. Who would think that the great Baron of Chateau Crinier would have gorgeous silverware, but there was none to be seen. It's a little peculiar. Is there anything else you want to know? Once you're a falcon. No, I think that'll be all. So what's the plan now, Falcon? The way I see it, we have two tasks. We should head to Chateau Crinier and try to see the scene of the murder for ourselves. We should try to track down the supposed photographer, Monsieur Robito. 2 days for 2 tasks? Seems doable. Hey, that's like me with everything. But we should head back and get some rest first. We have a lot of work ahead of us. Wait, Monsieur Falcon, before you go. You do believe my story, don't you? I believe in justice! I believe in it. Of course, Dame Catelyn, is our duty as lawyers. And as gentlemen. To have faith in your testimony. You can trust us. Thank you. Thank you both. Next read. Dame Catelyn, Monsieur Grenouille, Baron Rorgiel. These names are all getting... yeah, they are very confusing. Not particularly. Particularly? Well, it is for me. I'm going to start compiling a face space book so that I can keep track of who everyone is. A what? A face book. A collection of people's names, pictures, descriptions, and one easy-to-carry catalog. I think I understand. The name could use a little work, though. We have a Facebook. You can access a list of people I've met anytime by clicking the book symbol. Make a move. A new day. Game saves automatically. Okay. I'll make a quick save. Okay. I mean, does it matter which one we go to first? I don't think so. Falcon and Sparrowson enter the courtyard outside Chateau Crinier. Crinier? People with dirty clothes and gaunt faces linger around the building's shadows. Oh. Excuse-moi, messieurs. I do not... Well, I don't mean to be a pain, but my little girl and I are sick and starving. See? Cough, cough. I don't suppose you'd happen to have some spare change? I have 20 francs in your wallet. What will you do? Have a franc. Here you go. Stay safe, madame. Many thanks to you, messieurs. That was pretty generous of you, Falcon. Times are tough. Making sure mother and child have something to eat is the least I can do. But what am I doing standing here moralizing? Come on, Sparrowson. We've got business to attend to. Falcon and Sparrowson step into the pristine wood-paneled foyer of Chateau Crinier. Whoa, look at this place. Baron Rorgiel must be loaded. More than loaded. When it comes to lucrative investments, the Baron is a legend. Factories, chocolate shops, hotels, railroads, the Baron owns a little bit of everything this side of the sign. Yes, he's the smug-looking chap with the impressive name. But we must approach a man of his stature with tact and finesse. Baron! We're like, man, I feel like maybe should have given Sparrowson Cockney accent, but eh. They both sound the same. I'm not putting too much effort into it. Sparrowson, you have the finesse of an inebriated warthog. I almost thought it said inbred warthog. You can thank me later. I think I got his attention. Oh, it's a lion. Did I hear my name? Great Baron, whatever. Property owner extraordinaire. At your service! Who might you fellows be? More investigators? No, we're attorneys. We're lawyers! Not quite. I am private attorney J.J. Falcon, and this is my associate, Sparrowson. Lawyers, eh? You know, you weren't the first to pass through here today. Oh. Yes, this jumpy, twitchy fellow came by this morning. Asked a bunch of questions, and then hopped away before he heard the answers. Most curious. Do you know who he was, Sparrowson? Perhaps I have a hunch that Hunch will be seeing him at the trial. Friend of yours? Something like that. So what may I do for you, messieurs? We're doing some research on the Monsieur Grenouille, the frog, who was killed here on Friday evening. Of course, such a tragedy. He was a great friend and a loyal business partner. Suppose you messieurs will be wanting to see the crime scene for yourself? Actually, yes, that would be fantastic. Well, be my guest. Find the garden where the murder occurred through the back doors. You may also be interested in the lounge on the second floor, third door to the right. That'll be where we gathered for a group photograph prior to the... the unfortunate incident. Oh, can we see the finished photograph? I'm afraid not. It is to my understanding that a photograph must be developed before it can be built. It is a slow process. Excuse me. My own copy of the photograph is to be delivered in 3 days' time. That's no good to us. The trial may be over by then. Nonetheless, we appreciate your hospitality. Thank you, Baron. It's no trouble at all. I'll be here to see you out when you are done with your investigations. Where shall we go first? Are we in the main hall? Oh, never mind. This is where we were. Okay, I'll go to the garden first. Dame Cataline said that she found Monsieur Grenouille on the stairs by the fountain, so this must be the very spot where the murder took place. Hey Falcon, did the crime scene investigation thing... Oh, I read that weird. Okay. Crime scene investigation thing? Yeah. You know, the thing where you get all eagle-eyed and analyze every object in excruciating detail. You mean search for evidence? Yeah, do that. It's not a bad suggestion. Wouldn't be the first time the Parisian police have missed something right under... Oh, Paris police. Okay, I get it. In investigation mode, you are free to examine the scenery of a room. Click on item of interest. Enough. Okay. Time to examine shit. Okay. Another beautifully made horse statue. Another. I haven't looked at the first one. You know, my uncle once had a horse that refused to eat hay. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yep. Eventually we realized it was just filling up on horse hors d'oeuvres. Oh, on horse d'oeuvres. I get it. Oh, terrible. That was a bad joke. Really bad joke. Sparrowson. Is this the first horse? A horse statue. This one has a goofy face. It reminds me of a joke. A horse walks into a bar and the barkeep says, "What a long face." Yes, we all heard that one. What? No. The barkeep says, "You guys start coming here. You're drinking us under the stable." Okay. Bad joke. It's a dad joke. I think it's time to rein in the horse jokes. That's actually a clever one. What's this one? Alright, certainly looks like his horse statue. Oh my god, I can't read tonight. I don't mind the horse statues, but the little cherub people creep me out. Baby should be waddling, not attempting saddle as horseback riding. finally got a horse statue. The man almost looks lifelike. You say it behooves you to stroke. Whoa, wait now. Phrasing. No, I would not. This fountain is finely crafted. It's solid carved marble that can't have been cheap. I see nothing but water in the bottom of the lower basin. It's a shame we can't see inside the upper basin from here. It would be a perfect place to quickly stash a murder weapon. That's actually not a terrible line of reasoning. We had to wade in to take a closer look just to be sure. Yeah, I suppose we should. Well, I apologize, I wasn't being direct enough. What I meant to say was spare us and go wade into the fountain and take a closer look into the upper basin. Ah! Me? No way. You want to go wading, do it yourself. I'm a respectable lawyer. You can't expect me to roll up my trousers and paddle around a fountain like a duck in a lake. Yeah, well, you don't pay me enough to justify getting my sweet Freds wet. Look, there's only two reasonable ways to settle this. We'll flip for it. Flip for it. A coin? Yep, I'll flip this one franc coin. You'll call the outcome, you get it wrong, and you go for a swim. So will it be heads or tails? Bowling in face or plant squiggles? I go tails. Plant squiggles? It's called a reef, Sparrowson. Sure. I'll bet on the plant squiggles. Here we go. You can never bet on a Napoleon. Ah, what a lie. Should have gone with the old Emperor, Falcon. Gah, fine. Hold my shoes. Wearing shoes? You're a bird. Falcon really should learn how to spot a rigged coin flip. They do have, like, human hands, so I don't feel bad for cheating. Almost. Ah, you're back. Had a good swim? Oh. No, I'm a bird, not a fish. What is that? But I did find a mystery item in the upper basin. It's no murder weapon. Is that a cigar? Brown and sticky. Ew. A very wet cigar butt. Possibly belonging to Baron Rordiel, correct? That shouldn't be too surprising. It is his house after all. I'll stash it in the evidence folder, just in case. Well, that's probably going to be very important. We need to look at the crime scene. Dry blood on the staircase. This must be where Monsieur Grenouille died. You see any bloody footprints? Oh! Or maybe a name scrawled in blood, written with the frog's last breath. It's also a phoenix, right? Well, one of the cases. Wishful thinking. All I'm seeing here is a big, sticky puddle. It's nothing to indicate that the body was moved or that the frog left a last-minute clue. All I can make out from the bloody mess is that Monsieur Grenouille was attacked and killed on the staircase. Oh, can we not look at it? We looked at all of this, right? I think we're done here. Good call. But are you sure you don't want to take another dip? No. Now for the lounge. That's a giraffe? Oh my god. Second floor. Third door on the right. This must be the room where the photograph was taken. Psst. Hey Falcon, did you see that? See what? The housemaid totally just did something shifty. Shifty? I think she pocketed something from that drawer. You should totally call her out on it. Excuse me, mademoiselle. Ah, yes? Are you two policemen? None. One sec, I want to check something. Oh. Can I change the settings on the screen? I just realized the music is like inaudible. Also, I have my mic way back, like how I have it when I'm playing Goose Goose Duck. Sounds very tinny. I don't know. No, we're private attorneys. My name is JJ Falcon. And I'm Sparrow's son. Oh, how rude of me. My name is Colleen Duho. Duho? So, what can I help you Messieurs with today? We're investigating the murder that took place last week. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions? That's fine. Let me just grab a chair. That's better. What was it you wanted to ask? One sec. Let me make sure this is on. Okay. Looking for the room the photograph is taken prior to the incident. Will you happen to know whether this is the right room? Well, yes, you're in the right place. I saw the photography session for myself. Let's see. Cameraman was standing just about where you're standing, actually, Monsieur Falcon. Where was the camera pointed? By the clock above the mantelpiece. The Baron insisted on using that very location. Now I'm looking at it, something isn't right about that clock. I know, the painting on it totally clashes with the decor. I was thinking along more obvious lines. The clock has no hands! Hold on, can I do... If you have increased text speed. Oh, that clock has never had hands in all the years I've worked here. I think Baron Rorgel just keeps it around for a conversation piece. Well, we're conversing about it, so I guess it's working. It's a peculiar design, though. I'll make a note of it. Missing clock hands have been added to your evidence folder. There's something else you wanted to ask? Anything we should know? You were a little nervous when you came in. You thought we were police officers. There's something we ought to know. Anything you need to confess. No, suppose I'm just a little nervous after all the drama of last week. Pressure her? Sure. Are you sure there isn't anything you're hiding? It's okay to tell us. We're defense attorneys. That means we help people get away with criminal acts. True. Right, and... Wait, what? No, it's not an accurate job description, Sparrowson. It isn't? Oh, what do we do then? I'll tell you later. Honestly, Monsieur, I have nothing to hide. Was there something else you wanted to ask? That is all. No further questions? Thank you, mademoiselle. You have been a huge help. No problem, messieurs. Actually, there is something. I know you two saw me stealing as you came in. I appreciate that you didn't give me the third degree about it. You see, I'm trying to save up to follow my dreams, and well, never mind. I'm rambling. No problem, mademoiselle. To be honest, we have a much larger crime to worry about. Although I should probably ask, I don't suppose you've been stealing anything else? Silverware, perhaps? You know about that? Yeah, I suppose that was me. It started with a couple of teaspoons. I don't think the Baron would miss those. But, well, yeah, I suppose the habit got a little away from me. Well, that's one mystery solved, at least. Missing silverware has been added to your evidence folder. I appreciate it if you didn't tell the Baron. He's been really kind, and I would hate to break his trust. I see. So, where to next, big bird? Hey, Hells, hello. Hope you're doing good. Just noticed I actually did not change the title of my stream. I started off on Goose Goose Duck, but they were playing another bird game. Go to main hall. Yeah, still a bird game. Did you miss yours? Have a good look around. I trust everything was in order. Yes, a mystery bird game. We are bird defense attorneys. We are about to defend a cat who supposedly is guilty of killing a frog. So we're getting ready to go to court. We had a good look. Thank you, Baron, but we actually have some questions for you. Please ask away. I have nothing to hide. About your housemaid, the giraffe. We met your housemaid, Coraline. She's a courteous young lady, isn't she? She's a thief! I'm just gonna call her out. Yeah, she was more than willing to help us with our investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Did you two want to ask something else? Yeah, and I said earlier, I'm putting Okami on hold indefinitely because, while I do really like the game, I also don't want to, I don't know, I still have another like 30 hours to play, and yeah, this game's not long, it's only like 5 or 6 hours. I mean, yeah, she did help us though. You can't go back though. What happened on the night of the murder? I feel like this guy, this lion guy, he's actually the true killer. He looks like a killer, doesn't he? He's like a politician. Baron, I would like to ask you about your activities on the night of the murder. Oh-ho! Am I in trouble? I haven't gave anyone a voice aside from that one crow. I tried to give him a Cockney accent. Everyone's just like one voice at the moment. We'll see. It's him with the we'll see. That remains to be seen. Does it now? I don't particularly care for your tone. I'm just asking questions, Baron. If you have nothing to hide, then you should be able to give a straight answer. Oh, blown smoke. Listen well, Garçon. I make more money in 10 minutes than you make in a week. I pay extraordinary amounts of taxes to the government so that law lackeys like you can keep your cozy job. A law lackey? That's a good insult to say to a lawyer, a law lackey. And yet you have the audacity to waltz into my home and accuse me of being a murderer. You have 10 seconds to get off my property, or I will ensure the next trial you attend will be your own. This is the plot of like 4 different Phoenix Wright cases so far. Also, these birds have like human hands and human feet. That's kind of unsettling. Sparrowson. Nope, don't say anything. What was it you told me as we went in? Let's act with tact and finesse? Shut up. What was it you called me? A drunken warthog? I don't need this. I'm going back to my office. A new day. Wait a minute. Have we not been in the studio? Oh, I guess we haven't. So this is the studio of the famous photographer, shall we not? There's a note on the door. The magnificent and marvelous artist, Monsieur Robito de Robinio, is currently out on an artistic expedition. Yeah. I feel like if we didn't suspect the lion guy, we probably would have had like a longer conversation, but I don't know. I'll just see. If it's funny, I'll definitely pick the more confrontational ones, but I think it means it's a pretentious bird brain. But in any case, the artist seems to be out. What shall we do now? Can we knock? Let's knock. We should knock anyway. Alright, I don't see the harm. Knock, knock. Nope, it doesn't look like he's in Falcon. But we should break in. Oh my god. We should... Wait, Falcon's saying that? I thought Sparrowson would say that. What? Are you serious? Maybe? As your JJ Falcon, I would have thought that a man of justice like yourself would be against such reckless displays of unlawful barbarism. You're right, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over. Oh god, it's gonna be fourth wall breaking. It's a brilliant suggestion. Stand back, I'm barging down the door. Oh my god, is he gonna knock? Is he really gonna do it? Wait, just like that? Shouldn't we discuss this first? Is this gonna work? Oh, it worked! What? So we had to do this? What in bird Jesus' name was that? He said he wanted to break in. I thought we could find an open window. I didn't think you would turn into a bird-sized cannonball. Well, now we're here. We ought to make the most of it. This place is quite something. It's very... swanky. It was easy to say ostentatious. Or I was gonna say. This is swanky talk for swanky. We don't have time for this. The sound of the door being smashed in could be drawing unwanted attention. We're about to get arrested for breaking in. We should find anything that may help our case and get out. Okay, let's look at stuff. Oh my, there's a lot of stuff to look at. I see a Borgo Tigress in profile. I see a finely dressed dandy fellow upon a horse. Picture of a sailing ship on a windy day. I suppose none of these are important. None of the photographs. Lighthouse? No, wait. Is a man in a top out? Actually, if I squint and turn my head sideways, is a black smudge falcon. Okay. I see paints, ink, and dyes. I don't quite... Wait, I'm not quite sure what the clear liquid in this bottle is. I could taste test it. Is it taste some chemicals? You could, but we don't have time for a hospital visit right now, so let's not. I have to look at all these, probably. There's be a photograph of a ladder, symbolic of climbing towards something. Oh my god! Holy shit! Okay, this is 100% an Ace Attorney reference. Oh my god, yep. So in all the Ace Attorney games, there's always like a ladder somewhere. And you click on the ladder, and Phoenix will call it a ladder, and then like whoever your assistant is, usually Maya, will be like, actually, that looks like a step ladder. And then they would get in an argument on the difference between a ladder and a step ladder. So. Butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. For anyone that's curious, the difference between a ladder and a stepladder is a stepladder tends to only be like a couple steps tall. I wouldn't consider a ladder... I wouldn't consider something to be a ladder if it has like less than 4 steps. Under 4 steps is a stepladder, more than 4 steps is a ladder. Anyways, a butterfly, or maybe a moth. It's difficult to tell in black and white. Beautiful picture of Paris skyline. Given the angle, this must be taken from Notre Dame Cathedral itself. Tiny photograph what appears to be a jail cell. Reminds me, how illegal is this, you know, breaking and entering? Rifling for a person's belongings. It's cool. We're lawyers. It's cool. A recently passed amendment allows for proportionate amounts of property damage in pursuit of criminal evidence. Oh boy. Oh! You don't think that's correct, but Your use of legal jargon makes me have faith in your credentials. It looks like you're starting to learn the finer points of the French justice system, Sparrowson. How accurate is that? If you're from anyone that lives in France, let me know. Okay. A photograph of a castle somewhere in the countryside. You know, I once had an uncle who fell off a castle rampart while on guard duty. Sorry to hear that. Did he die? No, he got demoted. Good joke. It's a picture of a fence. It's a fancy photograph. It leaves the viewer defenseless. Out of all the pictures here, I would pick it as my favorite. Okay, I'm done. No more fence puns. Okay, now can we actually look at something that is potentially important? A chandelier! You should get one of those to the office. I don't have the money for that sort of luxury. Hey Falcon, look. What? It's just an easel. No, look at what's on the easel. The giraffe, the cat, who is suspected of murder, and another cat. Oh wow, this must be a copy of a photograph from the evening of the murder. There's no question about it. I see housemaid, Dame, Cataline, and I think Pertoire. Pertoire? Cataline's... Oh, that's her father, okay. So what shall we do? Do we just take it? Yeah, let's just take it. Going this far, we might as well borrow it. Alright, I'm gonna be a little more chaotic in this game. It feels like this is just meant to be super just, you know, not serious. Studio photograph has been added to your evidence folder. Is there anything else we should do here? I thought there was another spot, right? I thought I saw something. No. Okay, let's get out of here. I think we're done snooping. Let's get out of here before we draw any further attention to ourselves. Sounds good to me. Uh-oh. Did we get caught? Uh-oh. Oh, my door! What happened to my door? Lie. Some kids did it, little weasel types. We saw them. Yeah, weasels. They were like, let's break into this art guy's house. We were like, no, weasels, you cannot do that because it would be illegal. And then they were like, we chased them off. That's the important thing. Well, thank you, I suppose. Let's make a move. The trial day is approaching fast. We're about to reach the trial. Which I wonder how long the trials are. Probably not like Ace Attorney long, because I think this whole game's only like 8 hours or so. Right, let's go. I don't know how many cases are in the game. Probably like 3? 3, maybe 4? I don't know. Let's just go here. Falcon Sparrowson stands at the marble portico of the Palace de Justice, waiting the opening of the Tribunal de Grande Instance. You nervous, Falcon? I know this isn't Goose. I forgot to change the title, Scummy. I actually started off on Goose, but no one was really on, so... And I'm too lazy to change the title. But hey, this is also involving birds and being sus of people, so... Same energy, right? You'll be on soon? Okay, well, I might join you soon. I might stop once I get to the trial, or start the trial, because I don't know how long it's going to take. And I kind of want to make sure I can do it like all in one sitting, so... Of course I'm nervous. We're woefully underprepared for this case. 2 days? We only had 2 days to prepare. How are we excited to get anything done in that time frame? So excited, expected. Call me Feathers Falcon, we can do this. I was thinking maybe I should have given her like a Cajun accent. But it's too late now. It's not too late, but I'm not even going to bother attempting it. Monsieur Falcon, Petite Sparrowson. This bird, though, I have my awful Cockney accent set up for him. I think he's like the bailiff or something. Anything you need me to do. No, we got a handle on things. Falcon was just telling me how confident he was feeling about the case. That's wonderful. I just know you two will pull through. Let's get moving, fellas! I'll be watching from outside. Do your best for me, Monsieur Falcon. We will. Are we ready? Yeah, we're ready. Actually, let me do this real quick. Oh, you were goosing. We are ready. It's trial time. Oh! Judge Maxon? Judge Maxon. Alright, settle down, everyone. Settle down. Is everybody here? JJ Falcon present. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Rabington. Rupert Rabington. Present. The ready is prosecution. Your wait, what? Darn, that's not it. Oh gosh, where are my notes? Huh! I knew it. Knew what? Rupert and I went to Paris Law School together. He was in all of my classes. Oh, was he smart? No. He always scored the second worst marks in the class. You can only assume that he bumbled through the final exams on the luck of his two rabbit's feet. Unless he'd improved considerably, you might already have this trial in the bag. Is he meant to be like a, oh my god, what's his name? Why am I going blank here? The first prosecutor in every trial is always the guy with the hair and he has sunglasses on. What is his name? I don't know. I'm thinking Chokes on Dick, but that's that's very much South Park. Unless you'd improve considerably, you might already have this trial, and I already read that. That's good to know, but say, Sparrowson, if Rupert scored the second lowest marks in the class, then who scored the lowest? Oh. I choose to exercise my right to not self-incriminate. Here it is. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Are the jury all present? Do we see any cats? Do we see any frogs? Making sure the jury is not biased here. All present and accounted for, Your Honor. Hey, Falcon. But there are only 6 members of the jury for cases like this. Why do I count 8? Oh, those 2 birds with the funny hats are assiers? The associate judges. Is that a thing in France? Or was a thing in France back in the 1800s? I don't know. Everything seems to be in order, so let's begin. The court is now in session for the trial of Dame Caroline Demio. Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand. Oh gosh, are we ready already? Oh, okay. Should I give him like a Morty voice? The rabbit? I don't know. I really feel like he's a Morty. I choose to call the officer in charge of the murder investigation, Inspector Volerty, to the witness stand. Already. Please approach the stand and recite the oath. It's supposed to be like Voltaire? As you will, Your Honor. I swear to speak without hatred and without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Monsieur, no, Inspector, please state your, name and occupation for the record. My name is Inspector Just Voleretti. I feel like it's like a play on Voltaire. I am a servant to the law, a scourge of the gutter rats that plague the city. I have enforced the law for over 20 years, and I shall continue until I bring the infamous Viridian Killer to justice. Going down to Viridian City. My path begins 18 years ago. Oh, we're going on a backstory. Let's stick to the questions, Inspector. Oh, of course, Your Honor. Oh, great. I was hoping we could have one of those bumbling, cuddly officers, but instead we're stuck with lawful goody two-shoes. I bet this guy would turn in his own mother if he saw her littering. Lock your mom up. So, Inspector, is it true that you are the lead investigator on this case? That's correct. I was also among the first to arrive at the scene of the crime. And perhaps you could walk us through I can read. what you witnessed upon your arrival. There we go. Absolutely. Just after 7:30, we were altered and brought to the scene by the housemaid Baron Rordiel. At the scene of the crime, we found Dame Caroline Demriot. She was standing over the corpse of Monsieur Grenouille with his blood on her paws. Well, that sounds like an open and shut case in my humble opinion. No more questions, Your Honor. Bloody paws. Nobody told me that detail. Keep it together, Falcon. You've got to be given the opportunity to cross-examine the witness. That's your opportunity to find flaws in the inspector's testimony. Just like an ace attorney. Of course, I know this. You may begin your cross-examination, Monsieur Falcon. Cross-examination. And this might be where I end for now. Because I want to make sure I have time to do all of this in one go. I feel like it's not going to be incredibly long. It's not going to be like Ace Attorney long, but I want to be surprised if it's at least an hour. So, yeah.